Brother, I've always been somewhat protective of her and always curious about whomever she was dating. But she's such an amazing, strong-willed person and doesn't put up with any shenanigans. So I really was never concerned that she wouldn't end up with a great guy. It was just a matter of time. In fact, I really didn't give it too much thought as to who she would marry until I married my wife, Megan. Megan comes from a large family, so by default, I inherited what I consider to be 4 brothers and sisters with their great parents. We're all close in age, we have kids that are close in age, and truly, we enjoy being around each other. My personal in-law dynamic has definitely made me appreciate that this is not something that everyone's lucky enough to have. So now, when I would start thinking about my younger sister getting married, I'm thinking, yeah, that's great, that she'll find a great guy because she's amazing, blah, 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 but goodness, I don't like the guy. So now let's rewind to the fall of 1999, where I'm a freshman baseball player at Temple. I've been on campus for about 3 days, and the first fall practice is fast approaching. Again, I'm 3 days in. I don't know anyone, and the logistics of getting to the field were not clearly laid out at best. My dorm was at main campus on Broad Street in Philadelphia, and the field was about a 30-minute drive through scenic North Philadelphia to Mount Airy. There was a shuttle bus that sometimes ran. Some guys had cars. I could take a cab. It was ugly. I'm standing on Broad Street outside my dorm with my baseball bag, trying to figure out how I was going to get to this practice. I'm thinking, am I really going to get in a cab to go to my first practice? And I'm looking across the street at McDonald's, which, by the way, I would later walk through the drive-thru many times late at night with these guys. Anyway, I digress. In front of the McDonald's, up rolls this beautiful silver 1991 Ford Probe. And the driver honks the horn and waves me over. I don't know these guys, but they look like baseball players, so I run over and Keith introduces himself, as does Dan Boyle, who's standing in the back there with his wife. And they tell me to hop in. It was as if they were driving around looking for freshmen with no clue. These were 2 sophomores that could have driven right past me. I wouldn't have even known. The relief I felt to have found a ride on that first day of practice and to meet 2 guys that knew what was going on was invaluable. Anyway, Keith picked me up for the rest of the year and started a friendship that has stood the test of time. So needless to say, when Keith called me 7 years ago to deliver the devastating news that yes, in fact, one of my best friends will be dating my younger sister, my first thought, of course, was this is going to be awkward when they break up. Kidding aside, I honestly could not have been happier for Emily. Kidding aside, I could not have been happier for both of them at the time, because for Keith, I know what a true catch Emily is. And for Emily, if things didn't work out, I knew how she would be treated, with love and respect. But above all, I won. Because I picked up another awesome brother-in-law who's already a great friend. When you see Keith and Emily together, you know their love is real, and they too will stand the test of time. I love you both, and congratulations.